baby. Yes! Oh my God, yes! Good afternoon, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Oh my God, I have been gone a couple of weeks and getting ready for this has just been amazing. I completely forgot how much work it is and how much I really enjoy it. Oh my God. So, anyway, this is Hump Day Sketches. And today's sketch, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's brought to you by BB. I can't read the writing, but anyway, I'm going to show you the card and walk you through everything so you get an idea to see this wonderful sketch we are going to do today. I'm really excited. This is what my card looks like. And I don't know if you can see, I'm having a hard time being able to see. If you can see the shimmer that I added. And then as you open the card, it is a thank you card. A little bit of a rock and roll technique down here, but this is the first card that we are going to make. So, as we are starting out, I have lots to do and I have forgotten what I'm doing. So, this is going to be fun as we run through this. All right, you are going to need to get out your layering circles. And on the layering circles, these are just the plain old circles. And I have odd circles and even circles. And in this, it's how they kind of fit together. My number one is my biggest. My number two is the next biggest. So they kind of fit in or nestle within each other. And I used, okay, number 4. So again, it's 1, 2, 3, and it is the 4th largest. So that is the circle that I use just to make this white circle from the Whisper White stand out just a little. So that's what we're using for that. Then we are also using our exclusive online stamp set and dies. And this Irresistible Blooms, oh my God, I love this. I love the outline. I love being able to work with it. It's like you can just add lots of color. You can use your blends and be able to really highlight some things. You can take paper like this, which I love Stampin' Up! For, and you can find out, for me, I just put a little black dot on what I consider the top of the die. So there you go. You got a die cut. That's exactly what I did here, is I just used the die cut. Then, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of leaves that I cut out of with my leaf dies. So I love it when we're able to do no stamping and just use our incredibly beautiful designer series paper. This is double-sided 6x6. It is called Hello. Okay, Irresistible. And again, it is just so much fun to use these. Also, you will see a piece of designer series paper. Okay, this is the back side, and that is what we're using on the side of the card. It's just the back side. So and if you wanted to, you could use this. It is just so beautiful in what we are doing today. This is, let me get all this. This is Daffodil Delight. And Daffodil Delight, if you're bringing out your little sheet of new in colors or new colors, okay, Daffodil Delight will be this year considered in the Brights collection. and it is returning. Woo, woo. So I'm really excited about that. We also have, I took this Daffodil Delight and we got 3 different in the online exclusives. There's 3 different folders. None of them have names except for basic 3D embossing folder. So I did one just in bold, one just regular, and one in italics. So then I exactly knew what folder I was using. But this one looks like they're starfish, or they could just be stars. They could just be snowflakes. So I used that, but with 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And that's exactly what I used with the white that fits inside. And then I did, this is not scratch paper, but I put it under scratch paper for the designer series paper. And this is a scratch paper of just the basic white. I have one more piece that, oh my goodness, I can't seem to find. This is a piece, I'm sorry, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I thought, nope, I guess I didn't. That was on my next piece. And then we will stamp inside our designer series paper. Okay. And I know that we are using Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo. And let me see, I feel like I did. I guess I did the yellow. Oh, that's what it was. It was the yellow inside the, and I'll show you how to do the other part. So just to let you know, we are using the seam binding, okay, soft seafoam ribbon. And then we are also using just the Glossy dots assortment. So that's what that's what's going to be included in our card today. So if you'd like to take a picture, please feel free to do so. Or I should say a screenshot. All right, so let's get ourselves started here. There's some things I just want to keep out so we have them available. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I am just going to fold it in half. So it's going to be scored at 4 1/4. I'm just giving it a good crease so it will lay flat. Then, for the most part, everything is pretty much glued down. I'm taking my Tombow glue because this is embossed. And there are times when you use your Stampin' Seal and you press on this, it changes the embossed figures. So I just really enjoy just using the Tombow glue. It's just the liquid glue. And I have to tell you guys that this is my birthday month. So you need to come back to Facebook and find out what in the world I am going to do for my birthday. I don't know exactly yet, but I'm going to do something fun and do a few giveaways because that's what I really enjoy doing. I really enjoy giving away on my birthday. I feel that I have been very fortunate, and I want to make sure that I make people also feel special. One of my favorite things to do on my birthday is to give blood. So I will give blood in the next couple of days. Really excited about that. Before we do all that, already gotten myself going just a little bit too fast. I will have to glue this one back down. So I'm going to do this. And then, of course, I forgot to put the ribbon on. Oh my goodness. Thank God this hasn't stuck itself down. So now I'm just going to get out a glue dot and glue this down. And you know, it's one of those things that I said right before I did this. It was like, Yvonne, please make sure that you do not glue this down without having your ribbon. So I'm just doing, I hope you can see my surgery. It's not that great, but it just is what happens sometimes when you make a little mistake. And I'm sorry my arms are all over the place. Where's the glue dot? And here we go. And the glue dot I just put on the back, and then I just take it across the top and stick it down. Let's see if we can. Just turning it over, giving it a good rub. I'll try to get all this stuff out of the way so you guys can you don't have to see everything that I'm doing. Get some of this out so then we can move on to the next part. But I want to make sure that I give this one a good rubbing down. All righty. Yes, yes, yes. So we are just going to finish up. So this is where the piece of Whisper White will be. But before we do that, I want to bring in my silicone pad again. And I want to just put my cards down. So I'm just kind of looking where I'd really like to. Aha. That's where I'd like to have it down. I'm going to use my glue and kind of just let it float there. And I'm just going to leave it there, and then I'm going to just glue my top part. This has been so much fun. I spent my vacation dog walking. And so for me, I walked a dog. Friends asked us if we would house sit and dog sit for them. And of course I had to say, yes, I'll do that. And so I did. And their dog is, I'm going to guess, it's a mix of a terrier, a dachshund, and a chihuahua. So it's such a cute little baby. I really just enjoyed my time. And we walked 4 times a day in the heat. And it was just a blast to do that. I said that if I had a dog and I lived in Palm Springs, I would just be walking the dog all the time, and I'd probably get skinny. Woohoo! That would be pretty awesome. So all I did with this is that I added my foam adhesive, and the foam adhesive comes in sheets, and all I did is cut them up in different sizes. And I just like the way that they really feel supported in really standing a project up. So I really enjoy using these as part of my dimensionals that I have. All right, and then we have one more part of this. And this is just kind of, I am not a very good bow tire. So this is just really important for me to tie my bows on the outside after I'm done. and it's easy, and it makes it look like I took a long time in tying my bows together, but really I have not at all. So I have this. So this is what the front part of the card looks like. We're going to bring in our glossy dots, and they are, I just put on the top, Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party. So I'm just going to use the Daffodil Delight and stick them on. So before I get going, I thought I had my Pick-a-Tool here, but no, I guess I did not. Okay, well, instead of having my Pick-a-Tool, I guess I'm just going to use my tweezers. And I took the big Daffodil Delight and stuck it right in the middle here. So I really like the way that it kind of really, if you look at it, you can see that it adds just a little bit of shine to these little stems that are sticking up. So I wanted to really support it. And then again, everything you do, you want it to be in some form of a triangle. Okay, so this is a little bit of a flat triangle, but it's still nice. So while we're doing that, I also, before we do the inside, in your mister, I put some alcohol in here, and then I also used some Wink of Stella, and I just opened up the top and I just poured it in. And all you do is shake it. I may make you sick. You shake it up, you bring out your little spritzer, and then you just spritz it. And you are not going to be able to see the shine yet. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. This spritzer is kind of a little direct in its spritzing. Okay, it's not as spritzery as I would think. So maybe I did. Oh, baby. I missed one color. I am so sad we are losing our soft succulent. What an incredible color this been. These, I have to say, these in colors are some of my favorite in colors, and I am so sad that they are leaving. So it looks like Flirty Flamingo will be back with the Daffodil Delight. If you have not seen this list, it'll be on my Facebook and on my blog page soon. So you can see the returning colors that we have. Berry Bliss and Misty Moonlight and Blackberry Bushel. Let me see, we had one other one. Okay, Lemon Lime Twist. All those used to be in colors. So sometime we had them. So I'm really excited that they are going to come back. I'm so excited about the return of the Pretty Peacock and also the Lost Lagoon. So excited about those. And I'm so glad that we're keeping Fresh Freesia. What a great color that is. But anyway, moving on. So saying goodbye to soft succulent. I am really sad about that. All right. Just guessing where the middle is. Push it down. Pull it up. And then we're going to do rock and roll technique. And the rock and roll is one that we ink up in the lighter color. So I'm using Daffodil Delight. And this is one of our blocks from our what are these called? Oh my goodness. From our paper pumpkin. So you can order these little blocks and they're just extra, so you can use them. So anyway, getting back to the rock and roll, I'm a little bit out there today. You take it on the side and you just rock it around. And then you stamp. And you should get a light color and then a mixed color and then the pretty or the flirty flamingo. So that's called rock and roll. All right, just something quick that you can use that will either combine colors or it's just fun to use them to bring out some colors. So this kind of all goes together. I really like that. And that is a flirt. This color right over here is a flirty flamingo. All right, so now we're just going to put that together. And voila, we have a beautiful card. And no, it's really hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see it's hard to see the glitter yet, but there's beautiful glitter on here. I really enjoy this card. I think it's really springy, summery. You know, what can you say when you're dealing with a pink tone and a yellow? Awesome. So that is our first card. Now the next card is, I gotta say, I went way out on a limb on this card. And so I don't know how much you will really enjoy this card. I decided to go just with a sympathy card. And I did it in blues. And this is the exact same pattern as this, but it's made up just a little bit differently. So where I emboss the background, I added designer series paper. It was pretty, it just looked really blah. And so I just added the fern up there. I love the colors of the blue. I thought they are just wonderful, and I just wanted to be able to support that. So the blue, what I did was that I used, why isn't it? Oh, because I have it already. I'll get to that in just a minute, I guess. Again, please forgive me for being distracted. I am catching up on exactly what I'm supposed to be doing again. So the designer series paper that I used were the sun prints. They're 12 by 12. And they are all about Pacific Point and Night of Navy. And this is, God, it's great granite. And there is some starry sky in here too. And I'm sad Starry Sky is leaving. And the Starry Sky really is this color here. Just so sad. Oh, no, Starry Sky is staying. Oh, please forgive me. It is staying. And I'm just bringing out everything. We are using ink from the Pacific Point, and it's going to be in the front and also on the inside. We are using the bordered ribbon, and this is Night of Navy. All our stamps that I have one stamp here, and I can't remember what get the other stamp set from? I'll look around and see really quick. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. And so that's one of the timeless tulips that I'm using. And I am really sorry. I do not know whether the timeless tulips will stay with us or not. I think it is retiring. And then I am using the Adhesive-Backed Milky Dots. And I am just looking. Wow. I am really sorry. I do not know where I got my heartfelt sympathy. So I, just like we had in the other ones, these are 4 by 5 1/4. This cardstock is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. This is just a piece of scratch paper, and I ran it through the Big Shot, and this is the fern that I used in the back, and I don't know where everything is. This is one of the ways that you get all the pieces out. Sometimes it does pop out some of the pieces, like right here, and when you pull them out, you'll just have to pull them out very gently. And it looks like I'm out of control when I am rubbing this, but it's just an easy rub, so then they pull out. So this is the fern that we are going to use on the front of the card. And that was just done with a scratch piece of paper, and then with Flourishing. Oh God, why am I forgetting my name of my stuff? Flourishing. I want to say ferns, but I don't think, no, of course not. It's Forever. Okay, this is the Forever Flourishing dies. Okay, so that's where that's coming from. Then I have a piece of the gray that's going on. I have a piece that will go inside, and then I have a heartfelt sympathy that I will cut out with the postage stamp. And this time I am going to use a bow instead of just a knot. So we're going to get started. And because I've already stamped this, all I'm going to do is open up my punch, put this inside, so it just gives me a nice area that I can find middle ground in here, and just punch. Sometimes you have to be careful because these can bite you. So please make sure that you are very careful when you are punching. And this gives you just what they consider a postage card. Punch. Okay. I also have in here a blue brush, and I did have my Night of Navy out, but I forgot it. Because I was doing a different project. So this will also be out so we can use it. So just like the other pieces, okay, this is what we have for the project. And if you want to take a screenshot, you can. All right, so we're going to start, okay, always with the biggest part of the card, the 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and we're going to score it in the middle, which is 4 1/4. take your bone folder and give it a nice crease. All right, we have that. Then I learned my lesson from last time. We are going to, and you guys can use whatever side you want. What is going on? It looks like, okay. Turn that over. I have a piece that's a little bit bigger. I did not do a very good job cutting this. So I'm just going to turn it over and use the other side so you don't see it. So now I'm just going to take my seal and put on my designer series paper. And I am just going to put it on top. And then I am going to remember this. I am putting my Night of Navy bordered ribbon on the back. So I'm going to find a glue dot. And it's mostly going to be down at the bottom. So I'm going to take it towards the back, cut off the side, and put another glue dot down. Oops, let's add one more. There we go, a little bit better. And then all I'm going to do is put that down. So there we go. Yay, I didn't forget. And we can just go ahead, let me get out the silicone pad. I feel like this tape does a lot better when you are on the silicone pad. I do not know why that is, but it just seems to seal itself a lot better. And then at the end, I kind of just give it a flick to tear off the sides. So there we go. And got a little crooked. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. And again, you don't want a lot. Sometimes your glue that you have does pour pretty thick, and you just have to be careful and know what you're doing as far as your glue goes. So if it does pour fast and thick, then you are able to control that. There are times that I do a better job than others. There are times that I do not do a very good job at all. So you're just doing the best. You can see that I don't have it all over because I do want some ends to float. And I think I'm going to bring this down just a little bit lower. So then when I put this on, I got a stem hanging out the bottom. I like that. So you will be able to see that some of these ends are not glued, and so they're going to have just a little bit of floating, whereas some of the ends you can keep down with glue. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm just going to give it a little rub on the back. All right, from here we are going to bring in, I'm just going to use dimensionals on these, and I'm just going to put 5 on, and there's going to be 4 in the corners, and then 1 in the middle. So that's how I'm going to, and this will also help keep the ribbon in place. There we go, there's that. And now I have to figure out how do I want to do my ribbon? I want to do a ribbon here, or do I want to do the ribbon here? It looks like this is too gaudy. So what I may do is just do the ribbon here. And that already makes the card look a little bit better than it has. So I'm glad about that. So as we're looking for our glue dot, again, all I do is make the bow and then I just place it down. There you go. And if you like your bows to stay down or you like the ends to stay down, just stick a glue dot on it. All right, it's one of the best kept secrets ever. All right, so now we are going to do the inside. We have this, and I still have the outside to do. First thing I want to do before I stick my designer series paper down is that I want to stamp first. And I'm going to stamp just a little bit towards the left side, and as you can see, I did not do a very good job on that one. All right, let's give this one a try. Straight down, straight up. I don't always do that. Sometimes I get into a little bit of rocking and rolling. All right, and from here, then we're just going to take our seal, go right down the middle, make sure that the ferns are going in the right place, and we're just going to add this on. So this is just really nice. Oh, and I can't believe I already made a mistake. And again, all we're going to do is put down our seal. Aha, you thought I was going to go the other direction and make a mistake, didn't you? I did too. All right, so here's the inside. Now I do have my blue brush that I brought in, and I have Night of Seal with my blending brush. I want to kind of rub off a little bit of, I think it just looks so stark on here. And most of the time you would do this before you put your card together. But if you don't, you just do the best you can to kind of fake it. So that just does not make the white just kind of pop out there. It kind of makes it feel like there's blending that goes on. So that's all I did. I made sure that I wiped it off for the first time that I did it on my other card because I had another project with it. It already had some of the ink, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then our last is to take our Milky glue dots again on the back. We have Night of Navy, and this is Mango Melody. This is Petal Pink, and these are white. So I gotta find my pliers again. And you're just going to take this off. And all I did, I used one big one and two of the smaller ones. And again, my triangle is a little lopsided, but that's exactly what you want when you're taking a look at this. And we are, Pacific Point is a retiring color. So we won't have Pacific Point in our next catalog. So if you need to get Pacific Point, okay, this is the Pacific Point color, I would get it right away. Every really fast once the retirement list has come out, and it has come out. So please take time just to um, look online and see if there's something that you would want or you're attached to something. Please make sure that you check that out. So again, here is our design that we did today. Okay, and instead of the little ribbon down at the bottom or the little designer series paper or paper, I just use ribbon. So these are my cards that I created today. And you guys, I have to say, I'm so glad to be back. I'll be more put together next time we talk. Don't forget that every Wednesday we have Hump Day sketches. So I really love to have you here. Love to have you comment. Love to have you share your cards with me. That would be like the best thing in the whole wide world. And then on Thursdays, every other week, we have Throw the Dice Thursday. Tomorrow is one of those Throw the Dice Thursday. So please come and play with me. I just really enjoy having people watch and then writing to me and telling me how much fun you have. All the information that you need are below the video. Please go ahead, take a look. If you need to contact me, please do so. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for making me feel that my love for Stampin' Up! Is shared around the world. So take care, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next Wednesday for Hump Day Sketches. Again, this is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Bye-bye.